What's up, guys? Back with another little review slash spec breakdown of a new set that I just got a couple of weeks ago. True PX5 L87s. So we'll start by saying if you saw one of my first reviews, I had a custom PX4 hazardous set. Ordered those very stiff. I went with no internal brake, extra stiff thigh. No external brake on those, and then the flex boot. And those things, like, the rebounds were firing off of them. They were very stiff, basically exactly what they should have been based on the specs that I ordered. So I didn't feel like they worked out too well for what I was looking for. It was more of a test for me, kind of an experiment that I kind of proved my own point that I was better off in a little bit more of a flexible pad, something with a little bit more of a pre-curve to it. Unfortunately, True doesn't really offer the pre-curve anymore like they used to have with the 12.2s, which is what I was coming from. I've had 12.2s now for about 2.5 years. And so I wanted something similar to my 12.2s, but with a little bit more rigidity to it. So I landed on these. And I will say, like, right out of the box, I used them a couple hours after they were delivered, and I already felt pretty comfortable in them. So we'll dive into some of the specs. I'll let you know my thought process behind why I chose them, and hopefully the information helps one of you guys out there when you're picking out your next custom set. So let's start off with the blocker. So I went with the 615 blocker. It has the a little bit more of a curvature to it, similar to the PX4 blocker that I had. It has the new True Opti angle, and I really like the Opti angle. Actually, kind of reminds me of the Bauer two-piece blocker in terms of the balance and how it feels on your hand and how it presents. And for the Hyperlight 2 set I reviewed, I had the Bauer two-piece blocker, and I had previously used a similar blocker when I had a Bauer 1X set. So anyway, I was happy to hear that True was coming out with this Opti angle and kind of sits a little bit more off the back of your hand and presents better. And as you can see from the puck marks, I mean, this is for maybe 5 skates in, and pucks are going right where they should be. They're kind of deflecting into the corners. They're not popping straight up where, then you're scrambling to figure out where is it going to land. I think it's taken up a little bit more net space. So I really like it. I think it's worked well. And you may have seen some of the other social media personalities that have had a PX5 or a hazardous set mention that the Opti angle fits a little bit more snug, which is very true. I felt like it fit a little bit too tight, so I kind of adjusted the wrist strap to make it fit a little less snug, and it's more comfortable on my hand, and I think it works really well. So take that for what you will. Other thing I do, and I've done this on a lot of my blockers, I don't really like the Sure Grip palm. I feel like it's a little thick. I lose a little bit of feel. Takes me a little bit longer to kind of get comfortable in it, especially for a blocker. So I always go with the Nash palm, and I went with the Nash palm on this as well. So we'll see. I had a Nash palm on my 12.2s. I've had those now, like I said, for almost 2.5 years, and just now getting a little wear spot in it. So for me, it holds up pretty well. I know some of the guys that I've spoken to that really sweat a lot, their hands sweat a lot. They don't like the Nash palm. I don't really have sweaty palms, so it works well for me and is super comfortable. I like it. So with that said, going with the Nash palm theme, we'll jump into the glove. And this is something that, and I'll have to check, I didn't notice this as an option on the PX4 set that I ordered. But the L87 PX5s, when I was going through the customizer, offer a Nash glove palm. So I was super excited to try that. I only thought that the Sure Grip palm was offered, and I had a Sure Grip palm in my 12.2s. I had a Sure Grip palm and a set of PX3s, had it in the PX4. When I saw that the Nash palm was an offer for this L87 set, I jumped all over it. And I will tell you, for me personally, it's super comfortable. It's way more comfortable, I feel, than the Sure Grip Palm. Um, the one thing I will say is that when I break in my gloves, I tend to wet the exterior palm in warm water, and I kind of use that to soften the leather up, and or Gen Pro or whatever you want to call it, and it helps break it in. That's how I've broken in all my gloves, and I do feel like it did have a little bit of an impact on the Nash palm. It kind of feels a little pilly in the finger stalls, and I'll show you what I mean. So like you can see the palm of the blocker has a little bit of pilling, and I'm not sure if that's from just moisture or I use grip tape on my paddle. So it could be a combination of that, but what I feel in the glove finger stalls is very similar to what this looks like. Is it a big distraction? Is it uncomfortable? No, not at all. I mean, it's just letting you know kind of what I feel. And this is after 5 skates. Other than that, it's really one of the most comfortable gloves I've ever owned. After 2 skates, it was like snapping shut. Everything was great. Pucks are going in it. And you can see here, like pucks are going pretty much where they're supposed to. And a lot of that is on you as a goaltender tracking it. But big pocket. I go with the single T. I like it. I feel like the glove closes better out of the box with a single T. It takes a little bit longer with the double T. I also think it looks cleaner. I feel the puck better when it goes in it. But yeah, I mean, this glove's been sitting in my room now for about 2 days. And I mean, goalie glove guy, factory mad. No, didn't need to send it there. This is just me. I broke it in. And True's Game Ready is an actual game ready glove. I mean, it's not stiff, very protective, but closes great. So there's the glove, skate lace pocket, single T. Went with the Nash palm in that. And yeah, 580 break, really one of my favorites. Diving into the pads, the crown jewel of it all. I really dig the L87 graphic, and seeing UC Saros in the Four Nations tourney, that was kind of my inspiration for the colorway that I went with. I think it looks super clean. I love it. I went with a 32+2. And I'm kind of between a 32 and a 33 on True's sizing chart. I've always gone with a 32, so it went 32+2, soft rebound, internals, flex boot, and the thick mid-stiff thigh. So a very traditional kind of build there, where it's got the thicker thigh rise, similar to my 12.2s. And then just the one unique feature that I decided to go with was a no break external roll there. So you'll see that side roll, no breaks in it, just one big piece straight up. And aside from what I think looks like the cleanest setup, I just like how the no break looks on these pads. My hope was that in 6 to 8 months, when the pads break down a little bit, that no break side roll will kind of just provide a little bit more structure, and the pads will hold their shape a little bit more. Other than that, traditional FRS system in the back, and then I went with one leather strap just below the knee. And yeah, right now I'm currently still experimenting where I want the toe ties. So I had them just in the 2 center holes, and skated with them 3 times like that. And then 4th skate, I moved into the 2 innermost holes, see, what kind of difference that would make. And I don't know. I didn't really like it. Didn't feel great. So I'm going to go back to the 2 center holes. Not sure I want to try the Bobrovsky look where he's got the toe ties on the 2 outermost holes. But we'll see. I'm going to keep experimenting with it. Other than that, yeah, nothing but good things to say. I mean, the quality of True Stuff is what it is. Everybody knows made in Canada, super high quality stuff. The True 580 glove, one of the best if you're looking for a 580 break. The new opt angle blocker, it's worked well for me. I like the way it feels. So far, so good. Really loving this set. I think it looks super clean now, but as you can see, 4-ish skates in. The glove and blocker covered in puck marks, and the pads are getting there. So I don't know. I may have to order an all dark base set. After all, I've had nothing but dark base sets the last couple of years, so this was my first white set, and I love it. Looks super clean when it's clean and new, but we'll see. So let me know in the comments what you think, any questions you might have, what you want to see coming up, and who knows, enough likes. Maybe we go E-Flex 7 set dark based. I don't know. All right. Thanks, guys.